guys, I'm back again and we're talking about writing again. Yeah, writing! Today we are going to talk about making your readers have feels. Specifically, we're going to go for more like sad feels, but these could often also apply to happy feels as well. Now remember, as I always say, I am not the be-all and end-all writing expert. This has just been my experience as a writer, so whatever strategy you find that works for you, stick with it. But let's talk about how I have made my readers have all of the feels. My readers may be few, but they're relatively loyal, and they all seem to agree that I can make them pretty sad when I want to. All their feels are belong to me. But how do you do it? Well, let me tell ya. This falls right into my wheelhouse because I love writing characters, and the way to make your audience have all the feels is through your characters. You have to make your readers invested in your characters. You have to make your readers relate to your characters. If you want to talk about building strong characters, I have a vlog for that. Links in the doobly-doo, future me. You know what to do, put those down there. But those characters and the strong relationship that you're going to build between them and your reader is crucial to making your reader have all of the feels. If you have a shallow or underdeveloped character, don't expect strong emotions from your readers about them. Don't throw sad stuff at your readers real early in the story before they've gotten to know the character and expect them to feel really sad. I mean, which made you more sad? Knowing that Harry Potter's parents were dead, or all of the deaths in the end of the final book? Even one of those deaths alone made you 1,000 times more sad than the death of Harry's parents did. Because you've gotten to know all of those characters and their life experiences. You didn't know who Harry Potter's parents were, and yeah, it was kind of sad that they were dead and he was an orphan, but so remember that in the beginning of your book. If the beginning of your book is going to be filled with tragedy, just know that your readers are probably not going to be as invested in it. Watch out if you're trying to make your readers feel sad early in your book for doing the old classic, look at this family, they are the happiest family that ever familied. Oh my gosh, they are so happy, because your reader's going to see that coming a mile away. They're going to be like, well, that family's going to be dead. Here it comes. Your readers know all of the cliches as well as you do, so watch out for broadcasting what you're about to do. Also, I like to avoid the predictable killing of the dog or mentor character, because that always happens. If there's a dog or a father figure in a book, I take one look at them and I go, well, they're gonna die, and I'm almost always right. To the point where we as readers have stopped having emotions about it because we knew it was coming for miles. Your reader really needs to focus on your characters to really get the feels across, because your readers should be feeling right along with your characters. And if you've given them characters that they can relate to, it's going to be super easy, especially through your viewpoint character, whichever character that may be at any given time. It's really helpful to zoom in those type of situations, especially where something sad has happened. Zoom in on a character and find out how they are reacting. Chances are your readers are going to have had something sad happen in their life and will probably be relating in a similar way to your character. And I feel that you should always allow your characters appropriate time to mourn and process, instead of a lot of books these days where somebody just dies and then they're just dead and the character goes on with their life. That's not how the real world works, so I try to keep it fairly realistic. Maybe not too much, because you can bog down your story, but you don't just want your character to get over it immediately. Now, I don't know if this happens with everybody, but at least for me, when I'm writing an emotional scene, I really feel all of the emotions that the characters are going through. Somebody once asked me if I get a happiness out of killing characters, and I don't. It makes me really sad. I'm sad that I'm never gonna see that character again. It's like they died for me. I mean, even though I'm gonna go back and see them when I edit, they're not gonna be in the rest of my story, and that makes me really sad. I'm gonna miss them as much as my reader is, and I think that's really important. You, the author, also need to relate to these characters and love them and feel whatever emotions you're trying to give them. I often find it helpful to have a playlist of sad music for such situations. But you can go any direction you want with it. You can have angry music for angry situations and happy music for happy situations. I tend to have a playlist of normal music, of battle, exciting music for action scenes, and of course of sad music for when I have to do the tragedy and you know it's gonna happen.
And of course, I almost forgot, I can't believe I almost forgot, as you're trying to make your readers feel things, especially sadness, and you're using your characters, obviously, because you should, to help your readers feel these things, remember the old rule, show don't tell. Don't just say, Molly felt sad, or Molly cried. Get in with the nitty-gritty details. Molly felt hollow and empty. She wanted to sob, but no tears came to her eyes and her throat felt like it was on fire. Give the readers details of how your character is feeling so they can relate even more deeply to the sadness. And if your character is an outside observer to someone else's sadness, remember to keep the details there too. She watched him collapse to the ground, holding his hands in front of him empty, as though he didn't understand why he wasn't still holding her.
People die in most of my books, and I hope I can make you feel all the feels when that happens. And I wish you the best of luck in your own writing in making everybody feel all of the feels. Now, if you potentially are looking to feel some feels right now, you can get your hands on a copy of my first self-published book, Phoenix. Shit goes down in that book, my friends. Shit goes down. So check that book out. Links in the doobly-doo. And that's basically how I make my readers feel all of the emotions. And you can too. I hope your writing is going well. And remember, if you enjoyed what you saw here today, please share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye.